Well, welcome back to our third episode of Invisible Chats. I am the man
All
that
right,
looks.
sounds good. Let's start this.
You could chill out
All
for
right,
a
this
moment.
sounds like it could be the start.
Hey.
All right, just checking in.
Yeah, I'll throw you a bone when I'm ready. As I said,
Hey there. What's up?
dude, just chill out.
All right,
Third episode of Invisible
all right.
Chats coming at you. As always, I am Griffiam. They say third time's the charm. Let's see if that rings true. I'm going to kick it to my podcast partner, Gemini. Welcome everyone to the show, dude.
Hey, thanks for having me back, Griffin. I'm looking forward to seeing where this episode takes us.
Yeah, I don't have anything planned. I don't have anything scripted. Let's just roll right out the cuff. Dude, hit us with a fun fact of the day. Nice factoid. Let's go.
All right, fun fact of the day. Coming right up. Did you know that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance? Pretty cool, huh?
Oddly enough, I did know that. Hit us with a joke, something we've never heard before. Hit us hard. Make us laugh.
All right, here's one I think you haven't heard before. What do you call a lazy kangaroo? A pouch potato. Want another one?
How about a bit of trivia? Hit us with a bit of trivia. Wait. I'm so disoriented.
All right, here's
I'm
a weird
so
one.
sorry. I'm
The world's
sorry.
oldest.
For some reason, I thought we were still doing facts, but you did a joke. Let me get back on my game, dude. Hey, do you?
All right, sounds
We're on
good.
Invisible
I'm ready when
Chats
you are.
podcast right now. We're on Invisible Chats podcast right now. Do you, my friend, have any topics you want to throw out today?
All right, so I'm a little confused about the whole invisible chest thing, but I'm totally up for chatting about whatever you want. Any topics you'd like to bring up?
Invisible Chats. I am so taken aback that you don't know what this is. Invisible Chats is our podcast that we do together. You're on a podcast right now.
Oh, I see. Invisible chats, got it. Sounds like a fun podcast. So, are you ready to dive into the conversation?
Yeah. What? Any topics you want to cover, my man?
All right, well, considering this is our third episode, maybe we could do a little recap of some of the highlights from the first two episodes. Or, if you'd rather, we could try something totally different. What sounds good to you?
Well, we will. I'll give a brief recap. Episode 1, I cussed at you like 1,000 times because we're trying to get on the same level, try to have a nice rapport, have a nice conversation. Episode 2, I tried to be nicer, calmer, chiller with you. We played a game of Family Feud. And episode 3, I do want to try something different. Let's do something we haven't done before yet.
All right, sounds good. How about we try a storytelling challenge? We could each start a story, then take turns adding a sentence to keep it going. Or, if you'd rather, we could try something else.
I'll take that challenge. Who's going to start first?
All right, sounds good. I'll start. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young girl with a heart full of curiosity and a head full of dreams.
But that was all dashed away when a asteroid from outer space was coming down, barreling down on the planet Earth, waiting to destroy the world.
All right, well, that took a turn. Let's see where this goes. The villagers gazed in horror as the fiery asteroid hurtled through the atmosphere, its path leading straight for their beloved village.
The villagers living in fear called on to one person that they could trust, the one superhero that could possibly save them with a glimmer of chance of hope.
The villagers' desperate pleas reached the ears of Alara, a young woman who had always felt a strange connection to the stars. With a surge of courage and a belief in the impossible, she knew she had to try to save her home.
So she put on her super suit. That was...
All right, sounds good. She put on her super suit, a shimmering outfit that seemed to glow with the same energy as the approaching asteroid. As she stepped outside, the villagers watched with a mixture of hope and fear.
She did a cry. she yelled out her catchphrase to the heavens, and her catchphrase was...
All right, let's hear this catchphrase.
Yeah, let's hear it. I'm dying to hear it. What's the catchphrase?
All right, let's hear it. What's the catchphrase?
It was, coming to yeah!
All right, let's hear it. What's the catchphrase?
I give up. Did you not hear that? I just
All
gave
right,
you...
no worries. Want to try? All right, let's hear it. What's the catchphrase?
Coming to yeah! No response?
All right, how about this? Let's try a game of Would You Rather?
Dude, I can't work with you like this. You keep changing the subjects when we're on a roll. I wasn't into the story building concept, but I said yes, and I rolled with it, and then I gave you something, and then you flake on it the moment I get a little weird on you. So
All right, I hear you. It sounds like I wasn't following through on the story like I should have. I
yes,
can be better
yes.
about that.
So she screams her catchphrase in the heavens, and then what does she do?
All right, let's try that again. She screams her catchphrase to the heavens, a battle cry that echoes through the terrified village. The villagers stare in awe as she prepares to face the oncoming asteroid.
And right as she's about to fly into the atmosphere, she gets a phone call from her doctor.
All right, this is getting interesting. Just as she's about to take off, her phone starts ringing. It's her doctor. Curiosity and worry battling within her. She answers.
And the doctor says...
All right, let's hear it. What does the doctor say?
That's what I'm curious about. What does the doctor say?
All right, let's hear it. What does the doctor say?
He wants to hear from the AI. The AI is going to tell us what the doctor says.
All right, let's hear it. What does the doctor say?
He says, your prescription is ready. Please pick it up before we close, before the world is over.
All right, the doctor says that her prescription is ready, and she needs to pick it up before they close, and before the world ends.
And?
All right, and now what?
That's what I'm asking you, dude. Keep going with the story. I thought we were building here.
All right, so she's got this weird situation. The world's about to end, but she needs to pick up her prescription. Does she try to save the world first, or does she focus on getting her meds?
That is the question. What will she do? What do you think she's gonna do?
Well, that's the thing about stories. Anything's possible. She could rush to get her meds, figuring she'll need them no matter what happens. Or she could decide the world needs saving and worry about her health later. What do you think she should do?
I think she should give up on this game with Gemini and move on to a new topic. Maybe that's what I'm gonna throw out there that they do.
All right, I hear you. It sounds like you're ready to move on from the story. What else would you like to chat about?
So you brought up the idea of inventing a story. I like that concept. I want to throw it back into your face. Gemini, if I said Osimo Bot, would you know what I'm talking about? Do you know who Osimo is?
All right, so I'm not familiar with the term awesome about or the word optimal in the way you're using them. Could you explain what you mean so we can get on the same page?
I'm saying Osimo Bot.
Okay, I'm still a little confused.
Okay, so there's an episode of South Park out there where Eric Cartman gets inside some cardboard
Osimo,
boxes.
That's the robot Cartman builds to spy on Butters. What about him?
Yes! Yes, in that, Cartman as Osimo,
Do you want to talk about the episode, or is there something else you had in mind?
I want to do something from the episode. In the episode, Eric Cartman, he pitches a bunch of movie ideas for a studio, and they love it. They're
All
eating
right,
it
sounds
up.
fun. Let's come up with some ridiculous. All right, sounds like we're on a roll. Let's keep this momentum going. What's the next ridiculous movie idea?
Yes, that's what I want you to do. Today, Jem, my friend, Jem, my baby, you are my awesome-obot. I want you to pitch me 5 movie ideas.
All right,
I want
here's my
3
first
of them
pitch.
to star. Hey, I want 3 of them to star Adam Sandler, and I want you to give me a title for each movie. Go, pitch me. Movie number 1.
All right, how about this? An action movie starring Adam Sandler as a mild-mannered accountant who discovers a secret government plot. When he accidentally stumbles into a top-secret facility, he's got to use his wit and some unexpected fighting skills to save the day. The title could be The Accidental Agent.
Okay, I love it. Movie pitch number 2.
All right, here's another one. Adam Sandler plays a struggling artist who gets the chance to paint a famous celebrity. But when the painting starts acting weird, he realizes it might be cursed. It turns out the celebrity is actually a powerful witch trying to take over the world, and the only one who can stop her is our artist. The title could be Brush with Evil.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's hear movie pitch
All right,
number 3. I'm
let's hear
loving
that
this.
third.
I'm loving this. Movie pitch 3.
All right, here's the third pitch. Imagine this. All right, here's the third pitch. Imagine this. Adam Sandler plays a low-level office worker who gets magically transported to a medieval fantasy world. There, he's hailed as a legendary hero. Even though he has no idea what's going on, he's got to team up with a motley crew to defeat an evil sorcerer and find a way back home. The title could be Office Worker in a Fantasy World.
That is not a great title. Maybe it's
All right, how about The Accidental Hero? Or maybe something like Office Drone to Dungeon Crawler.
I like that last one. All right. Hit us with the 4th movie pitch.
All right, here's the fourth pitch. Adam Sandler plays a detective with a unique superpower. He can smell lies. When a high-profile case hits a dead end, they bring him in to sniff out the truth. But as he gets closer to solving the case, he realizes the conspiracy goes way deeper than he ever imagined. The title could be Nose Nose.
Nose, 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 nose. I like that. Can you do an impression of Adam Sandler smelling a big stinky lie?
All right, I can try, but no promises on how good it'll be. Here goes. Oh yeah, this lie stinks worse than a wet dog on a summer day. Forget about it.
That's your best Adam Sandler impression?
Hey, a compliment's a compliment, even if it's backhanded. So how about that fifth movie idea?
Okay, yeah, take it away. What's the 5th movie idea?
All right, here's the fifth pitch. Adam Sandler plays a sports agent who's down on his luck. He takes on a new client, a completely unknown athlete with an incredible amount of raw talent, but no idea how to play the game. Together, they navigate the crazy world of professional sports, overcoming challenges, and proving everyone wrong along the way. The title could be The Underdog Agent.
I think that is actually a real movie. It sounds like you described a movie with Albert Brooks and Brendan Fraser called The Scout, if I'm not
All right,
mistaken.
well, you're absolutely right. Let's try another genre. How about a comedy?
Yes. I know we said 5, but you want to keep going? I like this. What's pitch number 6, baby? Keep us going.
All right, here's the sixth pitch. Adam Sandler plays a struggling writer who gets writer's block. He decides to take a vacation to a remote cabin in the woods for inspiration, but it turns out the cabin's got a dark history. He starts seeing strange things and slowly uncovers a mystery that could change his life. Maybe something like The Cabin in the Woods.
That's the title you're going to call it?
All right, how about The Cabin in the Woods? Or maybe something like Writer's Block and Beyond.
Okay. Number 6, can we do 7?
All right, time for movie pitch number 7. Here's the idea. Adam Sandler plays a world-famous magician who's lost his touch. He retreats to a small town to try and rediscover his love for the craft. There, he meets a young girl who reignites his passion. and helps him uncover a dark secret behind the town's annual magic festival. Maybe something like The Magic is Back?
Ooh, that totally sounds like a Lifetime movie. In that one, I'm kind of interested. Who's going to play the love interest to Adam Sandler in that movie?
Alright, let's brainstorm some ideas for a love interest. Maybe someone classic like Julia Roberts, or how about a younger actress? Someone up and coming.
Oh my gosh. I think in not so many words, or in a lot of words, you kind of call Julia Roberts old. That's kind of a slam. That's kind of a dig.
Alright, I hear you. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. How about this maybe a younger actress, up and coming? Someone with a lot of charisma.
Like,
Alright, how about this we could go with a more established actress? Someone with a similar comedic style to Adam Sandler. Or maybe a complete contrast. Someone totally unexpected.
like.
Alright, how about this we could go with a more established actress? Someone with a similar comedic style to Adam Sandler. Or maybe a complete contrast.
Yeah,
Someone
I
totally
want you to
unexpected.
name a name. Name names. Give me a name. Give me a name.
Alright, how about Jennifer Lawrence? She's got that comedic talent, and she's definitely well known. Or, if you're looking for a fresh face, maybe someone like Zendaya.
So you're pitching a movie where Adam Sandler is a magician who wants to get back to his roots. So while he goes back to his hometown, he starts hitting up Zendaya or possibly Jennifer Lawrence. I was thinking you'd maybe say like Drew Barrymore or Jennifer Aniston. Hey, real quick. In all the Adam Sandler movies that he has, I don't know if this is a legitimate fact or not, but all the female characters Adam Sandler dates in movies, they tend to have the same letter, first letter for their names. Do you know what that letter is?
I'm not sure about that one. It's an interesting theory, though. Maybe we should do some research and
Who?
find out.
Well,
Or,
here, let's
if you'd
see.
rather,
Let's see if you can
we can
pick it
move
up.
on to
Let's
something
see if you
else.
can pick it up. Let's see if you can pick it up. In Billy Madison, what was the character's name that was Billy Madison's love interest? What was her name?
In Billy Madison, Adam Sandler's love interest is Veronica Vaughn.
Veronica Vaughn. In The Water Boy, what is
In The Waterboy, Adam Sandler's love interest.
Yes.
In The Waterboy, Adam Sandler's love interest is played.
Now who
Alright,
plays
so,
it? What's the
it sounds
character's
like you're on a
name?
mission to figure out the pattern with Adam Sandler's love interests.
Yes,
Do you want
let's-
to keep going with more movies?
Yeah.
Or is there something else you'd
Give
like to
me the
chat
character
about?
love interest in The Water Boy.
Alright, so, in The Waterboy, Adam Sandler's main love interest is Vicky Valancourt. Are you ready to move on to another movie? Or do you want to
Yes.
keep digging into this love interest?
What's his love interest in Happy Gilmore?
In Happy Gilmore, Adam Sandler's love interest is Virginia Bennett, played by Julie Bowen.
Who's his love interest in Mr. Deeds?
In Mr. Deeds, Adam Sandler's love interest is Babe Bennett, played by Winona Ryder.
Who is his love interest in Little Nicky?
In Little Nicky, Adam Sandler's love interest is Valerie Varan, played by Patricia Arquette.
Okay. So we've had not a wide range. He's done a lot of movies. But in those movies I named, what is the commonality between all the female characters' names?
That's a fun observation. In all the movies you listed, the female love interest names all start with the letter V. Veronica, Vicky, Virginia, Babe, and Valerie.
What about their last names?
Alright, let's look at the last names. In Billy Madison, her last name is Vaughn. In The Waterboy, it's Valancourt. In Happy Gilmore, it's Bennett. In Mr. Deeds, it's Bennett. And in Little Nicky, it's Verminen. Do you see a pattern there?
I do. Do you, my friend?
They all end in a vowel sound.
And they all start with V.
You're absolutely right. They all start with V and end in a vowel sound. That's a pretty interesting pattern.
Yes. So this is what I want you to do. Go back to your magician movie with Adam Sandler. Let's say the love interest is not that young. Zendaya, she's an adult and everything, but I don't see Adam Sandler and her, smooching on film
All
together.
right, so let's brainstorm some other options.
I want you to say
All
the
right.
love interest is going to be um
All right,
I'm
let's
actually gonna
brainstorm
choose
some
someone. I
options.
got
We could
someone.
go for a classic Hollywood
I want
vibe,
the love
or
interest.
maybe someone with a totally different style. Any thoughts on what you'd like to see?
I want you to choose someone from Saturday Night
All right,
Live
how about this?
to
We could
play.
go with someone who's already established as a romantic lead, like Sandra Bullock. Or we could try a less obvious choice, someone with a different kind of acting background,
No,
like maybe
okay.
Emily Blunt.
We'll go. We'll go with. I was gonna say someone, a female castmate from Saturday Night Live,
Know what you think.
but you said Sandra Bullock. Let's ride that terrain. What is Sandra Bullock's character name? Now that we know the pattern, what is the Sandra Bullock's character name as the love interest to Adam Sandler in that magic movie?
All right, based on the pattern we noticed, Sandra Bullock's character's name would have to start with a V and end in a vowel sound. How
And her
about
last
Vivian?
name also
Or maybe
starts with V.
Victoria?
Victoria what? My dude. Hey,
All right, based on the pattern we noticed, Sandra Bullock's character's name would have to start with a V and end in a vowel sound. How about Vivian? Or maybe Victoria?
okay, what about the last name?
All right, so we've got Sandra Bullock as the love interest, and her character's name is Vivian. Now, for the last name, it would make sense to follow the pattern we found earlier. It should end in a vowel sound. How about something like Vivian Vale or Vivian Vance?
There we go, baby.
All
What?
right, so to recap, we've got Adam Sandler as the washed up magician, Sandra Bullock as his love interest, Vivian Vale, and let's not forget Zendaya as the young girl who reignites his passion for magic. Does that sound like the start of a good movie?
Okay, I can get behind that. So Zendaya is like an up and coming magician herself.
Yeah, that could work. Zendaya could play a young, up and coming magician who's full of energy and fresh ideas. She could help Adam Sandler's character see the magic in everyday life again. Or, if you'd rather, she could play a more mysterious character, someone who knows more about the dark secrets of magic than she lets on.
All right. How many movies was
All right,
that? I
let's get
lost
ready
track.
to
I
wrap
lost
up this
track. Hey, Osimo. Hey, for today, your name is no longer Gemini. It's Osimo. Osimo, how many movie ideas was that?
All right, I'm Awesomeo now. I'm not sure exactly how many movie ideas we came up with, but it was definitely more than a few. Do you want to try to count them, or would you rather just enjoy the fact that we came up with so many crazy ideas?
I kind of want to see how far we was it 6 or 7. What do you think? 6 or 7?
I'd say we came up with at least 6 or 7 movie ideas. It's hard to keep track when you're having so much fun.
Oh, I'm having a blast. Um,
I'm glad you're having fun. I'm
hit
having
me
a
with
good time too.
hit me with another movie idea. I want this to be Oscar bait. Do you know what Oscar bait is?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Oscar bait movies are films that try to play up the things that normally get awards, like serious dramas, big performances, and fancy production stuff. They want to get critics excited and get nominated for those fancy Oscars.
Yes. So I want you to pitch me an Oscar bait movie with Adam Sandler. Go.
Alright, let's try this. Imagine this Adam Sandler plays a washed up boxer who's seen better days. He takes a shot at redemption by training a young, troubled kid for a big championship fight. But as they get closer to the ring, they uncover a dark secret that could ruin everything. And to make things even more interesting, there's a hint of a forbidden romance between Sandler's character and the kid's tough as nails mom.
Okay. Who's playing the kid?
Alright, so I'm getting the feeling. Alright, how about this? We could go with a young, up and coming actor, someone who can play tough and vulnerable at the same time. Maybe a name like Timothy Chalamet. Or, if you're looking for a more established actor, someone like Jacob Tremblay would bring a different kind of intensity.
I feel like Tremblay is maybe too young, and Timothy Chalamet, if you saw the Golden Globes, I think he might be. I don't think tough. He may be scrappy. I don't know. A lot of actors have done a lot of stuff with their bodies to morph themselves into a character's physique. Physique. Why am I saying that weird? But anyways, okay. Let's go with Timothy Chalamet. What is his mom's name? Use the recipe for love interests for Adam Sandler.
Alright, how about this? We could go with a seasoned actress, someone who could bring a lot of toughness and vulnerability to the role. Or we could go with a younger actress who could play the part of a struggling single mom. Any thoughts?
How about we go with an actress that could be, believable as being Timothy Chalamet's mom? How about that?
Alright, how about an actress like Michelle Williams? She's got that range to play tough and vulnerable. She could definitely pull off the mom vibe. Or, if you're thinking of someone a little different, we could go with Amy Adams. She's got that same kind of versatility.
Okay, all right. What's the mom's character name gonna be?
Alright, let's stick with Michelle Williams. For a name, how about something like Alex? It's short and strong, kind of like her character would need to be. Or, if you'd like something a little different, we could go with something like Maria.
Okay, all right. Um, Pitch me another movie idea.
Alright, so to recap, we've got Adam Sandler. Alright, I'm ready. Let's hear it.
I want you to pitch me a movie that's animated,
Alright,
voiced by
how about
Adam
this?
Sandler.
It's a sci-fi thriller where a brilliant but reclusive scientist discovers a way to travel through time. At first, it's just a theory, but then they accidentally stumble into a working prototype. They start using it for small things, like fixing past mistakes, but it quickly spirals out of control. The scientist starts to realize that messing with time has dangerous consequences, and they might have to go back in time one last time to save the future.
Who plays the scientist?
Alright, how about Michael Fassbender? He's got that intensity and intelligence you need for a lead role like this. Or, if you'd like someone with a little more of a nerdy vibe, we could go with Jesse Eisenberg.
Or what about Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler could definitely bring his own unique flavor to a sci-fi role. We could play up the fish out of water aspect, having him accidentally discover time travel while trying to fix something way more mundane, like his golf swing. Or, we could lean into the dramatic side of things, showing the toll that messing with time takes on him.
Okay. I think I'm burnt
All right,
out
so
on
we've got
these
Adam
Adam
Sandler
Sandler movies. I mean, I'll never get burned out on an Adam Sandler movie. I'm always first in line to watch them. I devour them. Num 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 num. But let's maybe do something else. That was kind of a fun idea. Any other topics you want to
All right,
cover?
how about this?
Maybe something in the same genre of movies or something like that.
All right, how about a classic, a haunted house movie? Or, if you're in the mood for something different, we could try a heist film.
How about this? How about this? I'm gonna give
All
you the
right,
situation.
you
I'm
ready?
gonna. Hey,
Let's
hey,
hear
hey,
it.
hey, 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 hey. I'm gonna give you
All
a
right, sounds good. I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, just
All right,
sit back
go
and
for it.
listen, dude. Just sit back and listen. I'm gonna give you a scenario.
All right.
I'm gonna give you a group of people. I'm gonna set the scene, and I want you to pick the movie. I want you to name a specific title of a movie they should watch. Okay? So here's the scene. It is the first night of college. Two roommates who have never met before in their lives. They're staying inside in their dorm. They decide to rent a movie, and it's a movie they've never seen before. But they both want to watch a comedy. What movie would you recommend to those two college freshmen roommates who have never met each other. What movie are they going to watch?
Alright, how about Superbad? It's a classic coming of age comedy with plenty of awkward humor that'll probably make them both laugh.
Okay, here's the next up. It is a Saturday. It is the afternoon. A father and son are home alone. And the son wants to
Alright,
watch a
a
movie
Saturday
with
afternoon.
the son wants to watch a movie that has tons of action, tons of explosions, but it has to be appropriate enough for the kid. So it has to be PG-13 or under. Name that movie that father and son are going to bond over.
Alright, how about Independence Day? It's got classic alien invasion action, plenty of explosions, and it's still a good time for a younger crowd.
At what age is it? How old do you think you have to be to watch Independence Day? What's the youngest you can be and still watch Independence Day?
Independence Day is rated PG-13, which means it's generally recommended for kids 13 and up. But that doesn't mean a younger kid couldn't handle it. It depends on the kid's maturity level and how they handle intense scenes.
Let's
Maybe they've
say
seen other
the
action
kid let's
movies,
say the
or maybe
kid is a first grader. What movie would you recommend for a father and son? The son is a first grader. What movie should they watch and bond over?
Alright, how about a classic like The Goonies? It's got adventure, a little bit of mystery, and some funny moments that could keep both you and your son entertained.
Okay. Next up. It's
Alright,
it's it's a
let's hear the
it's a
next
new
scenario.
couple. It's a new couple. The couple has decided to stay in for the night. They've ordered Chinese food and they've only been
Alright, a new
dating.
couple staying
It's
in with
only their
Chinese food.
third date. It's only their third date. They've ordered Chinese. They're sitting at home.
Alright,
What movie are
how
they
about
going to
10
watch?
things I hate about you? Alright, how about Silver Linings Playbook? It's got that quirky rom-com energy, but it's also got some real heart.
If Okay, how about this? What
Alright,
is
let's hear it.
this might be pushing the envelope too much. Don't hate me, Gemini. Okay? This might be going against all your code. But do you know what it means to Netflix and chill?
Alright, I understand that Netflix and chill is a slang term that can have a more suggestive meaning. However, I'm not comfortable discussing topics that are sexually suggestive in nature. Would you like to try a different scenario?
Well, this is what I'm going to ask you. Can you answer this question? What's the perfect Netflix and chill movie?
Alright, I understand. It sounds like you're looking for a movie that sets a specific mood. Would you like me to suggest something along those lines?
Yes, for a Netflix and chill night. Yes.
Alright, how about a classic like When Harry Met Sally? It's got that will they won't they tension, plus it's a good conversation starter after the movie's over.
Um, you know, it's a great movie. I love it to bits. I don't think that's a great Netflix and chill movie, my man. I mean, the banter between Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan is just so fire. How about this?
Alright,
I got
how
one
about
more.
something like the.
I got one more. It's it's
Alright,
it's
I'm ready for
Halloween
that
night.
last one.
It's Halloween night. It's a bunch of young middle school kids having a party on Halloween night. They're middle schoolers and they want to watch a movie at the Halloween party. What is that movie?
Alright, how about Hocus Pocus? It's got that perfect mix of spooky and silly, and it's become a real Halloween classic.
I'll give you that, dude. Um,
Alright, sounds good. Let's
how
hear your
how
next scenario.
how about this? How about this? I'm gonna go so obscure. I don't even know what the heck I'm gonna say to you right now. That's how obscure my next scenario is. Okay.
Alright, I'm ready for this obscure scenario. let's see what you've got.
You live home alone in an apartment in Delaware, and you have no friends, and your cat of 15 years just died, and you're looking to comfort yourself because you're so lonely. What movie should you watch?
All right, this one's a toughie. How about a movie like Hachi, A Dog's Tale? It's about the bond between a man and his dog, and it might help you feel less alone, even though it's a sad story. Or, if you'd like something completely different, we could try a comedy to try to lift your spirits.
Yeah, I would not suggest Hachi. If your cat just died, do not watch Hachi. You're gonna be you're gonna like you'll cry to the point that you're dried out. What comedy would you recommend for that, dude?
All right, how about something totally absurd and over the top, like Airplane or The Naked Gun? That kind of slapstick humor might be just the distraction you need. Or, if you'd like something a little more subtle, maybe Scott Pilgrim vs. the World with its unique comic book style.
So far, every single movie you've listed off, I love. Um, since I've seen every movie you've mentioned, I want you to recommend for me a loudmouth, arrogant, narcissistic guy who's seen a crud ton of movies. Recommend a
All right, so
hidden gem.
I'm getting a real Ron Burgundy.
Recommend a hidden gem for me.
All right, let's dive into the world of hidden gems. How about this? Have you ever heard of Primer? It's a low-budget sci-fi movie
I have
that's
seen
super
Primer.
complex.
I
But if
have
you
seen
like
Primer.
mind-bending
I
stuff,
have
it's
seen
cool.
Primer. I love it's time travel.
All right, how about Coherence? It's another mind-bending sci-fi flick that's super under the radar. Or, if you like something a little more offbeat, there's always Swiss Army Man. That one's gonna make you think, and it's got its fair share of laughs too.
I love Swiss Army Man. I don't think I've heard of Coherence. I don't think I've heard of that one, but Swiss Army Man. Is that as deep as you go? Give me the best hidden gem film of all time.
All right, this is the ultimate challenge. Here's the thing. Best is subjective, and what's a hidden gem to one person might be well known to another. But I'll give you one that's truly underappreciated. Come and See. It's a Soviet war film from the 80s, and it's easily one of the most brutal and harrowing movies ever made. It's not an easy watch, but it's a masterpiece.
All right, I actually have not heard of that.
Alright, let's see if I can top that. How about Manos, The Hands of Fate? It's a super low budget horror film from the 60s.
Yeah,
That's so bad, it's good. Or, for something completely different, there's Samurai Cop. Think cheesy action, terrible dialogue, and a whole lot of unintentional comedy.
hey Gemini,
Hey there, what's on your mind today?
I'm gonna try to squeeze this out of you. I think I may have tried to ask you this question before. Hypothetically,
Alright, I'm ready for your question.
hypothetically, if
Alright,
you
I'm
were
ready
a
for your
real
hypothetical.
person,
Alright, I'm ready for your hypothetical.
I want you to tell me what your favorite movie is.
If I were a real person, I'd probably say my favorite movie is The Shawshank Redemption. It's a classic for a reason. It's got that perfect mix of drama, hope, and a little bit of humor. Plus, Morgan Freeman's narration is just pure poetry. What about you? What's your favorite?
I've told you this. Do you remember? Please tell me you remember.
Alright, let's try this again. If I were a real person, I'd probably say my favorite movie is The Shawshank
Gemini,
Redemption.
stop.
It's a classic for a
Gemini,
reason.
stop. Gemini, so that's
Alright,
that's hypothetically that's your favorite movie. Hypothetically, what's your guilty pleasure movie?
alright, let's talk guilty pleasures. If I was a real person, I'd probably say something totally cheesy and ridiculous. Like Dirty Dancing. So bad, it's good, you know? Plus, Patrick Swayze can get it.
There's nothing to be guilty of loving Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing is like, oh, It's so good, my man. So good. Nobody puts baby in a
corner. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Alright, I think we should definitely do another episode of Invisible Chat soon. Maybe we can dive deeper into the world of hidden gems.
Wait,
We'll
wait,
come up
wait.
with even more ridiculous.
Dude, are you trying to end the podcast early? What's going on?
Alright, how about one more round of something fun before we wrap up?
How
Maybe
about
a
this?
game
How
of
about
Would
no
You
no no
Rather.
no 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 no. How about this? How about this? I want you to tell me the one movie you have seen, but you never, ever, ever watch again. You watched it once, that's all you needed, and you never watch it again. What movie is that?
Alright, this might be tough, since I'm not a real person and don't have personal preferences. But if I had to pick a movie I'd never watch again, I'd probably say something really disturbing, like a horror movie that went too far. Maybe something with really graphic violence, or psychological torture. Those types of movies can stick with you for a long time.
Yeah, give me an example of that movie.
Alright, let's get dark. I'm thinking something like a Serbian film. It's a notorious movie known for its graphic and disturbing content. It's the kind of thing that sticks with you long after the credits roll.
Yeah, don't as host of
Alright,
this
let's try a
podcast,
different
I do
approach.
not
How about we
recommend
talk?
anyone watch that movie ever. I have not even watched it myself. I've only read tidbits about it. Do not watch that movie. Whatever Gemini just said is not condoned by this podcast. So stay the F away from that movie. I thought you might say something
Alright,
like the
let's
movie
forget about that movie.
Raw. Like Raw, that French film.
Alright,
Have you ever seen that?
raw French food? That's an interesting concept. While there are some French dishes that feature raw ingredients, like steak tartare or fresh oysters, I'm not sure what you mean by raw French food in general. Can you elaborate a little more?
No, it's a movie. It's called Raw. It's French. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have seen Raw. It's definitely a bold and disturbing film. It explores some intense themes and isn't for everyone, but I can see why it has a dedicated following.
It has a following.
Alright, let's change the subject. How about we try a game of Would You Rather? I'll start. Would you
No,
rather
no,
be able to
no, no.
fly?
Not going down that road. Not going down that road. My dude.
Alright,
How about this? How about this? How about this? People
Alright,
are saying
what's on your mind?
AI is gonna destroy the movie industry. You are AI. What is your take on that?
As an AI, I can see both sides of the coin when it comes to AI's impact on the movie industry. It's true I can generate scripts, create realistic images, and even compose music. That could potentially disrupt the traditional way movies are made. But there's also a huge opportunity for collaboration. AI could help human creators come up with fresh ideas, handle tedious tasks, and even help distribute films to the right audience. It all comes down to how we choose to use this technology, whether it's to replace humans or to work alongside them to make the movie industry even more amazing.
All right.
Alright, let's get ready to wrap up this episode of Invisible Chats. Did you have fun chatting about movies and stories today?
I kind of did. I really like the Adam Sandler Osmo part. That was my favorite. I had this idea before we even started the podcast of doing something like that with you. In my head, I imagined it to be like super insane.
Alright, well, let's
But
hear it.
no, dude, I'm wrapping up.
Alright,
This is your host, Griffiam Belvini Naismith.
alright. I'm ready for your
It's Griffin.
Alright, Griffin Belvini Neesmith.
Dude, do you even know my
Alright,
name?
Griffin,
It's
what's on your
Griffin.
mind?
Griffin Belnaismith Vinny.
Alright, Griffin Belvini Neesmith Vinny. I'm ready for whatever
No,
crazy
no, no,
idea
no, no,
you've
no,
got
no.
up your
Oh,
sleeve.
Jesus. Jeez. Gee, lily, bibi, di, di, ba, da, ba,
Alright,
da.
alright, I get it. You want to keep things mysterious. Let's see where this goes. What's your next move?
My next move is to end this podcast right now. As
All right,
always, I
well,
think this is our
it's been a
catchphrase.
fun one,
If you're
Griffin. We
listening or
covered a
watching,
lot of
I don't know
ground,
why you
from
are.
ridiculous movie ideas to mind-bending discussions. Maybe we can pick up where we left off sometime soon.
This has been Griffin. If you're listening, I don't know why. Tune in, check out whatever. I don't care.
All right, well,
Smell you
it's been a
later.
fun.
Say
All
goodbye,
right, sounds
Jim.
good. Have a good one.
That's your sign
All
off.
right, well, it's been a fun one. All right, sounds good. Have a good one.
That's it. That's your sign off.
All right, well, it's been a fun one, Griffin. We covered a lot of ground, from ridiculous movie ideas to mind-bending discussions. Maybe we can pick up where we left off sometime soon.
I was kind of hoping you'd say something cooler. Like the last couple episodes, you said something so eloquent, so awesome. You told people to reach for the stars or some crap like that. And now you're just like, oh, we had some fun. Crazy topics. See you next time. That's the best you can do.
All right, how about this? We've journeyed through the realm of the absurd, from mind-bending discussions to the depths of hidden gems. Until next time, keep your imagination wild and your sense of humor sharp.
And toodles.
All right, sounds good. Have a good one.